Hey Credit Warriors, Credit Shifu here, and I'm sure you have heard from, pretty much every financial YouTuber that all Americans are going to be getting $1,000, okay, in this stimulus plan. Well, details of the Republican Party's coronavirus stimulus plan were made public yesterday, and so we can shed a little bit more light on exactly how much people are going to be getting. It's actually jumped up from $1,000 to $1,200 for certain individuals. Some people will get less and some people won't get it at all. So we're going to go through all of the details and give you all the information you need to figure out how much you will actually get and your family will actually get if this thing goes through unchanged. So first of all, we're going to start with how much you are going to get in this check. And the figure is either your net income tax liability or $1,200, $2,400 in the case of a joint return, whichever is lower. So basically what this is saying is that if you paid, say, only $800 in tax in the year that they are using to work this out, which is 2018, that's what it's based on, 2018 return, then they're only going to give you back $800. They're not going to give you the full $1,200. But if you paid, say, $5,000 in federal income tax in 2018, they're going to give you $1,200. If you're an individual filing individually, they're not going to give you all the tax you paid back, okay? But let's say if you only paid $400 in tax, there's a lower limit for it of $600. So if you only paid $400, they will give you back $600, which is $200 more than the tax that you paid. So that's kind of cool. There is a lower limit. But this means, though, that people who are low earners will get smaller checks. And this is something that Mitt Romney has criticized. He, was originally proposed $1,000 for all Americans. So he's been criticizing this. So it's very likely that you will see a change to the bill in this regard to modify that so that people who are low earners don't get smaller checks. Because, if you're a low earner, you're going to need the money more, to be honest, right? But then on the other hand, you could also say that, this isn't just a gift, it's actually a tax rebate, giving back the tax that you paid in. And if you didn't pay in that much tax, do you really deserve to get it back? I don't know. You could look at it either way. Leave your comments below and let me know what you think. Is it fair or is it not fair? Now, there is an additional component to this as well, which is $500 per child, okay? So if you're a family and you've got kids, or well, even if you're a single father or a single mother and have kids, dependents on your tax return, you are going to get $500 per kid. Now let's look at the income requirements, okay? So to get this, we'll look at the minimum income requirements in a moment, because there are minimum income requirements. Not everyone gets it, all right? If you don't earn money, you actually don't get this, it's a shame. But the maximum income requirements, so this is only for people who earn up to $75,000 a year or up to $150,000 per year for married filing jointly, okay? So it just doubles. Now, over those limits, it starts to decrease on a sliding scale. This is the paragraph that explains it in the bill. I don't fully understand it. Some media have explained it this way. It apparently reduces by $5 for every extra $100 worth of income. So that would be reducing by $50 for every $1,000 of income. So once you got to $99,000 per year for individuals or $198,000 per year for joint filers, it goes away. I don't know how CNBC got that from what's written in the bill. If you are a CPA or a lawyer or something and you can shed some light on this, do pause your video, have a look at what it says in the bill. Maybe there's some subsection that explains it more that I didn't find, but whatever. It's kind of hard to understand, but just know that above $75,000 for individuals and $150,000 for joint filers, it starts to decrease, and once you're at $99,000 or close to $200,000 for joint filers, you get nothing. Now let's look at the eligibility for this, okay? Who is actually eligible? So like we said, it is based off of the 2018 tax return. So in my understanding, you do actually have to have paid tax and filed a tax return in 2018, okay? Now it excludes non-resident aliens. So from my understanding, that will include green card holders. That's me, woohoo! And then in the bill, they outline what a qualified taxpayer is. So here's how it's defined. A qualifying taxpayer fits into these categories: either has a qualifying income of at least $2,500 or has a net income tax liability which is greater than zero and a gross income which is greater than the basic standard deduction. So basically, I think most people who've at least done some work will fit into those categories. So probably everyone who works will get at least $600. And then obviously, if you've paid more than $1,200 in taxes in 2018, you will get the full $1,200. So I'm going to just work it out for my family. Me and Mrs. Credit Shifu, 2018, we earned a little under $100,000. So we actually would we're well within the limit because we are married filing jointly. Remember, married filing jointly, the limit is $150,000. So we're well within that limit. So we'd be getting $1,200 per person. So times 2, that's $2,400. And we have 2 children. So that's going to be an additional $500 for each kid. So we would be getting $3,400 if this proposal goes through in the current form. All right, now we don't know whether this is going to be the final form of the bill. There may be amendments, things that change, but in the current form, this is how it goes through. Okay, so you guys, you can use the information in this video to work out how much you would get if it goes through in this form. I think maybe there will be changes, but I'm guessing that they're going to happen on the lower end to bring those people who would just get $600, bring them up to $1,000 or $1,200 rather than, giving less money to poor people, basically. It's a little bit heartless. And I think, Republicans, people view them as the sort of more of a nasty party in this way. They don't really give handouts, so they probably want to, improve their PR and change that aspect of it so they don't look like the sort of stingy party towards poor people. That's just my opinion and kind of my prediction. All right, guys, please leave your comments below. What do you think about this whole idea of giving money away to people? And also, what are you going to use your, $1,200 payment on? Okay, I personally, for my kids, I'm probably going to invest each of their $500 in stocks or index funds for them. They'll get it when they're 18. If you are interested in investing in the stock market at this time when stocks are kind of on sale, all right, I can recommend Webull as a stock trading app. We have a little deal for them. You can get a free stock if you simply deposit $100 into a Webull account that you open. And then, of course, that money, it's still yours. You can use it to invest in stocks or whatever. The value of these free stocks can be quite high. Obviously, it's the luck of the draw. You may only get a $5 stock, or you may get something worth several $100s. So I wish you good luck. Link for Webull is below. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.